Welcome to the RAMcast, where we talk about all things related to Sioux Valley. This is your host, Brian Kirby, co-host Jimmy Sickler.
Happy to be here, Mr. Kirby.
All right, this year we are continuing our special editions with this time is going to be our teacher edition, and we have none other than the Miss Jennifer Phillips.
Hello.
All right, and without further ado, let's get the show rolling. All right, welcome back. Hello, Miss Phillips. Why don't you tell us the name of your high school, state, town it was in, and the mascot?
Sioux Valley Junior Senior High, Talkeetna, Alaska, and we are the Rams.
That's where you went to school?
Oh, mine.
Yeah, yours.
Oh, sorry. This is going to be an interesting interview.
This is good.
Okay, I went to South Torrance High School in California, and we were the Trojans.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, Torrance Unified School District. There's a lot of kids in your school, I'm guessing.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a big, huge class.
So what song, band, TV show, movie, or hobby have you been listening to, watching for fun? So anything you're doing for entertainment.
I listen to a lot of different music. Right now, I'm really into Ani DeFranco, who's one of my favorites. And I also play the cello, so I play in a little orchestra, and that's very fun. And
Nice.
other things. Murder shows. I love murder shows.
Yes.
The old school movie Clue.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
That's a great movie.
All right. Hey, which teacher had the most impact on you, and what do you remember about them?
I would say it was in my middle school. Mrs. Wallace was her name. And she was an older lady, but she was super cool. And I pretty much learned everything I know about writing from her.
Mm.
Yes.
All right, a middle school shout out. We always think that we don't remember our middle school teachers, but Miss Phillips has proved us wrong.
That's right.
Yep.
So what was your favorite extracurricular activity?
Well, maybe that's not anything I should talk about on live recording here. But I played soccer for a little while.
All right.
Yeah, I rode horses a little bit.
All right.
All right.
But yeah.
Nice. All right. Hey, the next question is, so what does Miss Phillips do for fun when she's not at school?
Well, I do a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, I do a lot of fun stuff. I don't know. It changes from day to day. I like to see my friends, and I like to read and write and draw. I'm doing some painting now and things like that.
Aren't you also like a workout person? Don't you do races and stuff sometimes?
I do. I haven't done anything for a while, but I plan to again. I did Last Lakes most recently in August.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, that was fun.
sweet.
So when you were in school, what class did you find the most enjoyable?
Well, I don't know that I found any of my classes enjoyable, but I did like my French class a lot.
Okay.
But I didn't like the teacher. She
Okay.
was kind of
Gotcha.
mean. Yeah, but it was kind of fun. Anyway.
All right. I think I've heard somebody else shout out the old French class too. I thought earlier, but I could be wrong. But I think I did.
I think
So
you're
that's,
right.
That's cool. Good. So during your schooling, who did you have your most meaningful relationship with during your years as a student? And it doesn't have to be a teacher. It could be, like the lunch lady. It could be a custodian. Could be anybody in the building.
I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't have a relationship with anybody in my building
got it.
at all. Uh, I did have people that reached out to me throughout my time, but I never really made like a connection in that kind of way.
Got it. All right.
Do you think part of that had anything to do with the size of the school, or it was just where you were at?
I think both.
Okay.
Mm.
It was huge. I actually, in my freshman year, I came from a lot smaller school in Italy, actually, and so it was a big shock when I came back. It was difficult.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Tran-
I didn't love high school.
the transition from little to big, understandable.
So, what is something you have learned about yourself since you started working with kids as a teacher? Something you learned about yourself as a teacher?
Well, I don't know. I think that I have had to be I don't know how to answer that question. Uh I think that I have like a good amount of patience, but I do think that if I come rolling into school in a bad mood that it carries over.
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
think I am definitely better than I was. I'm pretty good about separating school life from my outside life. And
Okay.
so yeah, that's what I would
Yeah.
say.
Good.
That's
I
a
like
good
it.
skill. Good skill for sure. Um, Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give your younger self, either entering high school for the first time or leaving for your post-secondary training?
I would say do more things that you would like to do. Like don't be afraid to try new things. Like give
Good.
things a shot before you just say absolutely not. I'm not going to do that.
I like it.
What is one of the most memorable moments you've had with your students?
Well, it would have to be the day that Foga was discovered in my classroom, and there are a few students in the building that know what that is, and it is a
All right.
new form of yoga,
Mm,
Oh, okay.
and
okay.
basically you do the moves like this. Yes, so doing this, like these types of things, and it happened in a room with a few girls and a bunch of boys and who seemed
Oh,
a little puzzled, but we thought it was hilarious.
huh.
So, yes, Foga.
Interesting. Okay. All right. All right. So then moving on to the next one, kind of tied into that a little bit. What do you think is one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to you in front of students
At this school or just in my whole career?
in your whole teaching career?
Uh, some of the funny things that have happened is when I've had students that have been extremely mad at me, who have, like, yelled profanity. Um, and one was, like, so over the top that, I just looked at the person and started laughing because what could I do? And it was the funniest thing ever. And then she started laughing. This
Okay.
was years ago. Uh, uh,
Nice.
yeah.
That's good.
So I think that.
Good. So, May 23rd, 2025 is our last day of school. What's your plan after that for the summer?
Well, I plan to go to my second job, which is the Dancing Leaf Gallery in Talkeetna, which I love. So I will
Sweet.
work um, quite a bit, actually. And then just training for things. So getting out and doing stuff outside, uh, getting ready for a big trip in the future.
That's good.
Yes.
Awesome. So one last question. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I would just like to say that have fun all the time
Okay.
and don't worry about what other people think.
Yep. All right. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I like it. All right. So this is going to conclude this special edition with Miss Jennifer Phillips. And this is Mr. Kirby, principal here at Sioux Valley. And I want to thank again my co-host, Jimmy Sickler.
Thank you for having me.
And also, I want to thank our special guest, Miss Jennifer Phillips, as well, for taking the time. It's awesome.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. And I hope that you enjoyed this podcast as another way to connect with our Sioux Valley community. Hope to see you at the next school event or around the community. Thank you for listening.